Welcome everyone to my live stream. Today I'll be streaming Interlagos race, and this race will be very interesting because this is the race where Max Verstappen can be the world champion. So he just has to score. No, he just has to be ahead of Fernando Alonso, and Fernando Alonso must not be P2 or P3. Yeah, no, yeah. If Alonso is P2, then he still has a chance in Abu Dhabi. If he is P3, then yeah, that's gone. Verstappen world champion. So yeah, let's start the race, and really excited to see this race because this is really exciting. A lot of overtakes happens in this race, and I'm really gonna hope the best for Alonso and Verstappen. I'm hoping more for Alonso, not because I am biased, but because I want to see a title fight in Abu Dhabi. So let's start, everyone. So Lando Norris on pole. As 5 laps is about to go, it is lights out and away we go. Lando Norris will get a good start there. We'll see how that goes on into turn 1. They go. Is that a massive collision there from the back? Okay, wait. I'm gonna have to restart the session, bro. Yeah, I can't let that happen. Okay. One more. All right. Lando Norris on pole. 2 Alfa Romeos up into top 3. We'll see how this goes. It is lights out and away we go. Lando Norris will get a good start here from T1, but looks like Valtteri Bottas will be looking on to challenge Norris there. As everyone goes through, there's a bit of wheel banging there on the back, but Lando Norris leads. Valtteri Bottas down in P2. But here comes his teammate Shogun. He's going to be looking on to make a move here on his teammate. Goes around the inside, makes the move there. Perez and Verstappen fighting here. Alonso is already on the tail of Max Verstappen, but we'll see for how longer, as Verstappen is still fighting with his teammate. Up the hill they go. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Verstappen still fighting with his teammate. Let's look at Fernando Alonso here. As you can see, the 2 Red Bulls here are exchanging positions here. Verstappen is now still behind Perez, but they're still alongside downhill here. We'll see how long. Yeah, Verstappen is already through. Verstappen is ahead of his teammate Perez, and we'll see how this goes on. Now, good thing, not much crashes right now, and everyone's pretty much close. Verstappen gets ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Really good thing there. Here comes Fernando Alonso though on Sergio Perez. They're gonna get alongside onto the Senna S's. They get alongside here to turn 2. Is Fernando Alonso will be a bit? Yes, he is ahead of Sergio Perez. He's now going to be wanting to chase down Max Verstappen. But here comes Fernando Alonso again. He's gonna have another overtake, and is now on Max Verstappen. As you can see, they get alongside into that corner right there. Valtteri Bottas, not a chance there. But Lando Norris is still on pole. Is that another overtake from the back there? Look at this. Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc fighting it out there. Oh no, is that Carlos Sainz? My bad. But Carlos Sainz is ahead of Perez. What is happening to Perez? He's losing positions. Anyway, Fernando Alonso is closing in on Max Verstappen. Vettel gets ahead of Perez. I think Perez just lost. I probably lost the throttle just from the sound of his engine there. But here comes Fernando Alonso on Max Verstappen. He's gonna get DRS, but we'll see how this plays out and how Verstappen will defend here. Lando Norris sets the fastest lap of 110.2. Charles Leclerc though is behind Fernando Alonso, so we'll see how this goes on. Sainz gets ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Really good moves there. And let's look at Charles Leclerc now. They're closing in one another. Verstappen is getting closer to Zhou Guanyuzo. Magnussen, look at that. That's some moves there from Lewis Hamilton. Alongside Vettel, they're still fighting there. Onto the left-hander they go, and Lewis Hamilton goes through and gets past Sebastian Vettel. Here comes Sergio Perez, who's going to look on to overtake Sebastian Vettel around the inside, up the hill. And he does make the position. He's still on the inside line and makes the move. Really good, but no, Sebastian Vettel still challenging Sergio Perez. But Perez gets the better of Sebastian Vettel and moves up onto the points. Here comes Max Verstappen on Zhou Guanyu, but it is a distant, almost 1 second there. But Sebastian Vettel fighting with Ocon here. Sebastian Vettel moves down into P12, but he's not looking on to get overtaken here. And Sebastian Vettel losing so many positions. Charles Leclerc here and Fernando Alonso fighting it down into turn 1 and turn 2. Alonso will have to hold on to his place and catch up to Max Verstappen if he wants to stay in the championship contention. Verstappen is getting closer to Zhou Guanyu, but is still defending really well. Sebastian Vettel is down into P13. Daniel Ricciardo overtakes Lance Stroll here. Around the inside, makes that move here. George Russell and Esteban Ocon fighting it uphill. They go, but George Russell will be victorious in this battle and moves up into P11. Charles Leclerc here losing a bit of pace. He's now 2 seconds away from Fernando Alonso. The threat from Charles Leclerc is now gone and dusted. Alonso is always going to be catching up to Verstappen. Verstappen, remember, has DRS assistance from Zhou Guanyu, so this won't be the most easiest overtake. Let's see the cars here. Look at that. That's Leclerc, Bottas, Sainz. Look at this. There's going to be a move here from Lewis Hamilton. He's going to be trying it around the inside, but gets blocked there. And Lewis Hamilton will try to dive in around the inside into turn 1. They go wheel-to-wheel action, as you can see, but they're still fighting it out as Carlos Sainz gets ahead of Bottas. Hamilton gets ahead of Magnussen as well. But here comes Sergio Perez on Kevin Magnussen, makes another move here. Max Verstappen's got past Zhou Guanyu. Zhou Guanyu will not be able to challenge that whatsoever there. Or is it? Because Zhou Guanyu is still holding in the inside line. And looks like he does not have much left to give. Fernando Alonso, though, will be trying to chasing down Zhou Guanyu really close, but not close enough, and that'll be a move done successfully by Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc has the fastest lap here. Perez trying to recover from his disappointing fumble here. He just lost so many positions, but here comes Fernando Alonso on Zhou Guanyu. He's going to get the DRS and some slipstream. He's going to get alongside him, or at least he's going to try. He's going to try the inside line here. Zhou Guanyu gets blocked here. He's got boxed, and Fernando Alonso will try to make a move around the outside. Does he have more of a better exit? And yes, he does have a better exit here, and he's going to be trying to catch up on Max Verstappen. Or is it because Zhou Guanyu is still trying to challenge him, but no, he just can't. Lewis Hamilton chasing down Carlos Sainz here. As you can see, Sergio Perez gets ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Okay. Let's look at replays though from Sergio Perez and how he got it. Alright, so just a pretty standard move here, but he didn't hold it all throughout because Valtteri Bottas was still had a place, and then from that point in, just a simple move there from Sergio Perez, who moves in around the inside and takes the place away from Valtteri Bottas. As Lando Norris still in P1, doing really well. Alonso will have to catch up here. Esteban Ocon fighting with Kevin Magnussen as they go alongside one another. Gets really defensive here. Esteban Ocon, you have to really fight for his life here, as you can see George Russell here and Valtteri Bottas getting alongside one another. Valtteri Bottas tries to push George Russell out of the track here, but does really good defending. Let's look at Zhou Guanyu on Alonso and Verstappen. Here comes the two championship antagonists as they're gonna try to get alongside another. George Russell will finally get the move done and moves up into P9 in up to 2 points. Here comes Fernando Alonso though, the two championship rivals. Fernando Alonso will try to dive in around the inside. What will Max Verstappen do to defend? He tries to defend, but Fernando Alonso is ahead of Max Verstappen. Fernando Alonso up into P2 and is still within championship contentions. Really brilliant job there from Fernando Alonso, who moves up into P2 and is now closing in on Lando Norris. And he moves from the back though. We have to see, check. Albon fighting with Daniel Ricciardo there. Getting really racy, as you can see. Albon though will have to yeah, never mind. But let's look back on the race here as Fernando Alonso is getting closer to Lando Norris. Norris tries to block that off there, but Fernando Alonso is into the lead and sets the fastest lap. Fernando Alonso is doing really well here. Fernando Alonso up into P1. Speaking of Fernando Alonso, his teammate moves up into P11 and overtakes Valtteri Bottas. Here comes Zhou Guanyu though. He's going to be wanting to go onto the podium. So Daniel Ricciardo gets ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Still trying to race here, but not much he can do. George Russell chasing down Sergio Perez. But who else is chasing who? As Lewis Hamilton trying to chase on Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc is finally caught up with the front runners and is only lapping. In fact, he's lapping quicker than the cars ahead. But Fernando Alonso is in another league. He has the fastest lap and has the lead. We'll see how this plays out though. I'm really excited for the last race, because if Fernando Alonso finishes this race in first, that will mean that he will the championship decider will be decided in Abu Dhabi. This will be very exciting. Let's look at George Russell here on Sergio Perez, who does not have DRS. George Russell will try to make a move around the inside into turn 1. They go downhill as they get alongside one another. George Russell will have DRS here and gets a better exit compared to Sergio Perez. Makes a move around the inside, gets DRS, and will keep the position. Back then though is Kevin Magnussen, who's going to try to swoop in for the action. He tries, but it is too late. Guys, look at the back. Charles Leclerc has now caught up to Zhou Guanyu, is now within the DRS range. It'll be very interesting to see how this plays out for Charles Leclerc and Ferrari. Back. Here comes Max Verstappen though. No, Lando Norris is into the pits now, and is that Charles Leclerc? Yes, that is Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc is the first ones to go into the pits, but his teammate Carlos Sainz follows suit, and more drivers follow through as well. Fernando Alonso is still in the lead, and we'll see how this plays out. Zhou Guanyu trying to catch up to Max Verstappen, but just does not have the best car here, so yeah, just lapping a tenth slower than Verstappen. Where will Lando Norris come out? He's now finally out. So is Charles Leclerc with fresher tires. They're now on the medium tires. We'll see how this plays out. 25 more laps to go. Okay, we'll see how this goes. That's Zhou Guanyu onto the podium places. We'll see if he can keep this place. He'll have to really catch up to Max Verstappen if he wants to turn this race into a podium finish. Okay, here comes Zhou Guanyu. It's gonna get DRS, but won't be close enough. Here comes Fernando Alonso's teammate, Esteban Ocon, on Kevin Magnussen, who is in currently 5th place. But he'll get the really good slipstream here, but I don't think it'll be enough. Yep, not enough. Zhou Guanyu just trying to hold on to that DRS to gain as much space so he won't be undercut. Lance Stroll goes into the pits. We'll see who else will go to the pit. As Lando Norris still in P13. All the drivers up ahead of him still get to pit. So we'll see how this happens. They're all within 30 seconds though. Sergio Perez is 46 seconds. I think he's been undercut by George Russell, because George Russell is now ahead. Carlos Sainz will make a move there on Pierre Gasly. It'll be an easy move because Pierre Gasly still hasn't pitted and still has the old tires. Mick Schumacher, P11, trying to catch up. Zhou Guanyu still, but Verstappen will now pit. We'll see what this means for Fernando Alonso. Alright, let's look at Hamilton will go to the pits as well. Daniel Ricciardo moves up into P5 and a P4 now. Alonso still yet to pit. We'll see where Verstappen will come out. He comes out with medium tires. Let's see how this goes. Will he be... Oh, he's 27 seconds ahead. If Fernando Alonso pits now, he'd still be ahead. Okay, Verstappen has done a really good job here because Verstappen... Will he be ahead of Lando Norris? That's a question. And yes, he is ahead of Lando Norris, but we'll see for how long now, because Charles Leclerc is now caught up to Lando Norris. Lando Norris getting close to Max Verstappen, locks up his wheels there. But as you know, Verstappen still has cool tires. He's trying to defend there from Charles Leclerc. As you can see, he's all over the back of Lando Norris. Is that Fernando Alonso? No, Fernando Alonso. What happened to Fernando Alonso? Alonso! Did he lock up his tires? Oh, he locks up the rears and just beaches it. And of course the AI can think about, going out, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the championship. Max Verstappen is crowned the world championship, but we'll see for but that's only if Verstappen doesn't score. No, actually no, Verstappen is regardless still the world champion, but of course race isn't finished there. As you can see, Fernando Alonso there. Verstappen being overtaken by Lando Norris. And here comes Charles Leclerc on Verstappen, who has fresher tires, Verstappen. But Charles Leclerc looks more rapid and will make a move there onto turn 1. Makes a clean move there. Verstappen down in P6, and Fernando Alonso, the championship rival, has let down everybody. He's now down into DNF for Fernando Alonso. It's quite sad to see. George Russell though is trying to get ahead of Pierre Gasly, still hasn't pitted. Hamilton gets ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, who just pitted here. But let's look at Verstappen. No, Charles Leclerc is doing really well here. Albon at the P2. I mean, to be fair, he still haven't pitted yet. Zhou Guanyu still hasn't pit, but is looking to have a free pit stop here. We'll see if Zhou Guanyu has done a masterclass here. We'll see, because he was 24 seconds ahead, and as you know, a pit stop is 22 seconds. We'll see if Lando Norris will get ahead of Zhou Guanyu. Is Zhou Guanyu going out? Yes, he is going out. We'll see if he'll retain the position. Zhou Guanyu, will he do it? Never mind. Yeah, that's ouch for Zhou Guanyu. Is he gonna get past? We'll see though. Zhou Guanyu. Yep, that's it for Zhou Guanyu. No more win. But Lando Norris is ahead of the race again. Now, as you know, Lando Norris did a really bad opening, but he's now up into P1 and still fighting with Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is looking really rapid this race. He locks up his wheels a bit there, but let's see who goes victorious here up the hill. And as you know, the inside line will always be victorious, but not for this time, because Charles Leclerc is still fighting against Lando Norris. Will Lando Norris be able to switch it back? Then I don't think that he's going to be able to switch it back. He tries to think about it, but no. Lando Norris is down in P2. Charles Leclerc up into the lead. And another brilliant move from Charles Leclerc. Let's get back onto the race. Sergio Perez still in the cuff of points. This will be a very, very good thing for Ferrari, because they'll be scoring a lot of points here, because Sergio Perez is down in P10. We'll see how this goes out. Everyone is pitted now. The two AlphaTauri just got in. No, that's Latifi onto the wall. Latifi has hit the wall here, but let's see why that happened. Here comes Nicolas Latifi. How did he hit the wall? Did he lock up his tires? Yeah, he just locks up his rear tires and hits the wall, as you can see here. Here's Latifi. Very weird saying it's more of a driver mistake there, and just hits the wall. Alright. Back into the race. Latifi will be the second driver to DNF. Really sad for Fernando Alonso, who couldn't get ahead of. No, he did get ahead, but he just had a misfortune there and just lost the rears, and yeah. Alright, any more going on here? Here's Esteban Ocon on Sergio Perez. There's 20 more laps to go. We'll see what they can do here. Hamilton has improved back. No, he's gained good positions here, but not really good points because he's just down in P7. So we'll see how this works out. Verstappen catching up to Lando Norris. We'll see if he will hold on to the race here. Because Charles Leclerc is still in the lead with new tires. Verstappen has new tires. I'm not quite sure why he didn't get much advantage there. I think it's pretty much the car, but not much going on. Is this Daniel Ricciardo on Lewis Hamilton? Daniel Ricciardo will be looking on to make a move here against Lewis Hamilton. Here they go to center assist, and Daniel Ricciardo dives in around the inside, but he'll have to switch it there because Daniel Ricciardo is still behind Lewis Hamilton. But became Lewis Hamilton. Here comes George Russell, Lewis Hamilton's teammate. He's gonna try to get through, but is being helped here by Lewis Hamilton's DRS. Not much he could have done there, but still. Alright, let's go back onto the race here. It's really sad that Fernando Alonso couldn't finish the race ahead of Verstappen, because he could have won. He could have had the chance to challenge Verstappen for the championship, but it's pretty clear that Verstappen has already won the championship here, unless he DNFs. Anyway, moving back into the race, still trying to change each other. Carlos Sainz has now catched up to Zhou Guanyu, who was looking on to go on to the podium, but it looks like it's unlikely. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris fighting it out here. Onto turn 3 they go, and the sweeping left corner here as Lando Norris is down into P3, Verstappen up into P2. Let's look at that replay there and how Verstappen did it. Here comes Max Verstappen. Here's Max Verstappen and Lando Norris in the back. Yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, just pretty simple move there from Verstappen. Gets alongside and he makes the move done there. And Verstappen started from 6. And look at this. Hamilton started 12, Charles Leclerc in 8. So it's pretty good improvement there from Charles Leclerc, because he's now up into P1. We'll see how this goes on though, because we still have one more stop. So we'll see if there'll be any dramatic changes. But here comes Esteban Ocon on Sergio Perez, who's not really doing good here. Russell getting ahead of Daniel Ricciardo there. Really good moves there from Russell. Let's look at the replay here and how George Russell made that move. Here comes George Russell. He switches in around the inside, dives in, brakes later, is Daniel Ricciardo, and makes the move there. And up into the S's they go. Yep, not much he could have done there. But here comes Charles Leclerc on an impeding car. This will be a problem here from Charles Leclerc, because Verstappen is just behind him and is about to get the DRS. We'll see how this goes on, because Verstappen here might challenge Charles Leclerc for the win. Will he have the DRS? Okay, no he does not. But Charles Leclerc will get ahead of that back marker there. There was a scary moment there from Charles Leclerc. But he's now he's still onto the lead. Lando Norris still chasing him down. Carlos Sainz trying to get closer, but Lewis Hamilton going in early and is now into the pits. Sergio Perez follows suit, and as well as Esteban Ocon. Okay, we'll see how the strategy works on for them. There's a bunch more of drivers does the same thing. Anyway, Verstappen gets ahead of that back marker, very important. Lando Norris gets ahead as well. Really good thing for them. Not much going on here. Lewis Hamilton will come out of the pits here, but where will he come out of? Sergio Perez is behind Esteban Ocon, which is very crucial if he'd want to help on the team constructors. Is he gonna get any closer to Esteban Ocon? Oh, they make contact there! Esteban Ocon is out of the race! Sergio Perez has hit him hard there from the back. Let's look at the replays there from Esteban Ocon. That is a disappointment from Sergio Perez. Let's look at this. What happened there? Look, he just makes contact and loses it. Let's look at this. Now here comes the two cars. They just got out of the pits, but I think Sergio Perez was just getting really eager to make moves there and just kills Esteban Ocon. I mean, didn't kill him, but just killed this race. Let's look at the onboard cams there. Yeah, look at that. Let's look at Perez's POV. If it was, is he really accountable? Yep, he is accountable there. And Sergio Perez has been handed a 10-second penalty for causing a collision. Sergio Perez with a 10-second penalty. Really poor from Sergio Perez. Esteban Ocon and Alonso, the two Alpines, just DNF this time. Really, really sad to see. But Lando Norris will pit now. Verstappen has pitted as well. Anyway, let's get back onto the race here. Zhou Guanyu trailing Carlos Sainz, who still, the top 7 still hasn't pitted. This will be very interesting to see what goes on here. Sebastian Vettel still hasn't pitted, but he'll come out. No, Lando Norris comes out ahead of Vettel, which is really good. Hamilton still down in P11, where he started. Verstappen still hasn't pitted. Let's look at the lap times of the front runners and the hard runners. Okay, well, they haven't set a competitive lap yet, but we'll see how this goes on. Will Charles Leclerc pit here? Is the question. Now he might pit here. Will Charles Leclerc pit? Nope, he does not pit. Now, what about Max Verstappen? Okay, he doesn't pit as well. Sets the lap time 1:11.4. Valtteri Bottas is DNF now. I think due to a problem with the transmission, but really sad. Lando Norris still hasn't set. Okay, I want to compare the laps of the medium runners and the hard runners. Carlos Sainz will now finally pit, and let's look at Norris. There's 4 cars out. Oh, they set a lap time 1:31. That is crazy. Okay, I thought they were gonna lap quicker there. Turns out not. Turns out it's not. So they're lapping 1:11.4. I want to see. I wonder what lap times they'll set at like hard tires. Wait, just hold on. Let's get back onto the race here. Lewis Hamilton chasing down Daniel Ricciardo is gonna wanna get ahead here because I think Daniel Ricciardo has done a really good job. And as you can see, oh, that is very bad for Charles Leclerc. Will finally pit, but so does Verstappen. We'll see how this goes on because last time, as you know, Verstappen overtook Alonso on the pit lane. Zhou Guanyu will be on the lead here. Verstappen is ahead. We'll see who comes out first here. Very, very interesting. Charles Leclerc will get ahead now. Verstappen as well. We'll see how this goes on. Max Verstappen is gonna want. Is that Alexander Albon? Who's onto the wall? What happened there? Alexander Albon. Did he lock up the wheels as well? Alright, here is Alexander Albon onto turn 1. What happened to him? He just locks up the rear, and I mean, many drivers are locking up the same way as well. There's a yellow flag into sector 2. Verstappen! Verstappen! What is going on? Verstappen! Verstappen! What is going on here? Verstappen is onto the wall. Oh! He just decided to go into the walls there. What is going on? That is crazy. Two retirees here now. And Charles Leclerc is looking on to win. He's on soft tires. What is going on? Why is everyone hitting the wall? Charles Leclerc is out. What just happened here? Okay, Max Verstappen will be out again. Okay, he's finally out. But what just happened there? Okay, just pretty much AI things. But let's just say they had a really terrible pit stop. But Max Verstappen is really having a bad situation here. His team gave him a long pit stop and is down into P11. Sad times, sad times. What about Charlotte there? We'll have to look on that in a bit. But Verstappen on soft tires, that is kind of crazy. Look at the retirees. I thought there will be less retirees here. Anyway, Lando Norris will be leading the race now. That is a very, very good thing for Lando Norris, who their drivers. No, Charlotte there is DNF now. What? How many drivers DNF here? Let's look at Sebastian Vettel. Will he do the same thing? No, that's bizarre. Max Verstappen is still here though. He still has a massive point lead, so I'm not sure how Fernando Alonso will get ahead. Verstappen will still be crowned the world champion. He finishes here. Alright, back into the race. Wait, hold on. Alright, back into the race because that has been a crazy race. Here comes Max Verstappen on, is that a back marker? I think that's a back marker. No, that was Mick Schumacher. He gets ahead. Alright. Alright, back into the race. Magnussen is in a really good position here for good points. So is Zhou Guanyu, but Magnussen is being pressured here by Russell. So, yeah. Congrats to Max Verstappen because he will be the world, he'll be under the World Drivers' Championship, even if he doesn't score any points here. So, congrats to Verstappen and this really, I mean, okay season. Not really the best season, but it was really nice this season. But yeah, Verstappen up into 9th place already. We'll see how he will recover because he has soft tires there. So I don't know how long those will last. Magnussen chasing down Zhou Guanyu. Zhou Guanyu is really struggling here for pace. He set a lap in 1:12.9. Magnussen lapping almost a second quicker. Alright, back into the race. Sebastian Vettel. Okay, Lando Norris is looking on to win another race here, as there's gonna be 10 more laps to go when he crosses the line. Alright, not much going on. Sergio Perez on Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen's 8 seconds away from his teammates, so not sure how it's gonna go. And 10 more laps to go for Lando Norris before he wins another race in this season. Now let's look at the cars ahead. Look at this. Magnussen trying to overtake. Is this Yep, Daniel Ricciardo. Here's Sergio Perez here on Lewis Hamilton, trying to dive in around the inside. Sergio Perez still alongside one another here, but Lewis Hamilton will get the better of Sergio Perez. Lewis Hamilton still up into P7. Magnussen though pressuring Zhou Guanyu and does so keeps the position at P3 and will be handed the podium. Brilliant stuff there from Kevin Magnussen. Sergio Perez still chasing down Hamilton. Russell trying to chase down Zhou Guanyu for more points. And we'll see. How fast is Verstappen lapping? Ooh, Verstappen is lapping 2 seconds quicker than the cars ahead, and he is lapping 1 second faster than Norris. So we'll see how this goes on because there's still 10 more laps to go. Here is yeah, I'm not sure there's gonna be any overtakes there, but here is Sergio Perez here on Lewis Hamilton. 9 more laps to go. We'll see if he'll get any positions here. Lewis Hamilton has no battery, but so does Perez. He's gonna try to dive in around the inside of Lewis Hamilton, tries to slip in, gets alongside one another, but Sergio Perez will have to try another lap. Verstappen is looking really rapid. He's already 4 seconds like away from his teammate. Look at this. Yeah, that's him. Zhou Guanyu still trying to defend here from Russell for a 4 points finish. Mick Schumacher and Lance Stroll fighting here through the sweeping corner here and up into the uphill, but Lance Stroll will be victorious there, and Vettel still at cusp of points. Cusp of points there, because no point actually, because he only gets 1 point there. Verstappen is now 3 seconds away from his teammate. I thought that it would be a struggle for Verstappen to catch up, but those tires, those are soft tires. I'm not sure if those will last for long. But here comes Sergio Perez again for the second time asking. He's going to be trying to getting ahead of Lewis Hamilton. He tries to get alongside, gets closer this time. They're alongside now. Wheel to wheel combat here. They're still together? Nope. You'll have to try another lap. And look at the lap times. It is hurting both of their lap times here. And you can already see Verstappen in the back. So let's look at George Russell still frustratingly behind Zhou Guanyu. Lando Norris really doing well to keep his lead here. And looking to win another race. After, I think he won Bahrain, I think. Yeah, the opening race, I'm sorry. Verstappen now is just almost 1 second and within the RS range by the end of this lap now. Look at this. Max Verstappen is just pulling in all the laps together. Really, really fascinating from Verstappen. Because is he now within the RS range? And that's a question I want to know. Here comes Max Verstappen. Will the RS be open? And yes, it is open. Here's Max Verstappen on Sergio Perez, getting closer to one another now. George Russell on Zhou. He's gonna try, but will have to trail once again here. Because Zhou Guanyu still has assistance from Kevin Magnussen. Let's look at the other cars. That is Ricardo. We should see Russell. No, I already saw Russell. Hamilton, I'm sorry. Hamilton, Perez, and Verstappen. Look how close Verstappen is to Perez. Perez is lapping 2 seconds slower, but so is Lewis Hamilton. Now we'll see what Verstappen can do with the remaining laps, because the time for Verstappen is running out. Lance Stroll and his teammate are going to be now fighting for the points now. I don't think there's going to be any team orders here. Perez and Verstappen still chasing one another here. But we'll see how this goes on. Here comes Verstappen on Sergio Perez. He's going to get a good slipstream here. Will this be enough though? Perez has no battery. Verstappen doesn't have any battery as well. But so does Lewis Hamilton. Perez will defend the inside line. They're really good defending there from Sergio Perez. Remember, Verstappen has soft tires and uh, Perez has hard, so we'll see how this goes. Laps 111 on 9. Perez 112.6. We'll see if this carries on onto the long straight because Perez is still catching up to Hamilton. Russell now on Zhou Guanyu. Still trying to catch up. Let's see how fast Sainz is lapping. Sainz is lapping quicker than Lando Norris. This will be very interesting because there's 5 more laps to go when Lando Norris crosses the line. 5 more laps to go for Verstappen and Sainz. We'll see if they can close down the gap and overtake the driver ahead. So Sainz does 112.0 and then Norris does 112.6. Now it's getting really, really tight now as here comes Max Verstappen on Sergio Perez once again, but he defends the inside line again. He'll have to try another lap here, which I think the opportunity will be given to him right now. But let's look at Shogun. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's just a DRS chain here for Max Verstappen. With 5 more laps to go, will Sainz be able to overtake Norris on the remaining laps? Let's look at the tires here. There's a bit of graining on the left and right. It's actually pretty even. But Norris is being impeded here. Now this will be very interesting. He's getting slipstream though, but he is also getting blocked. So see how this happens. Okay, they're still alongside. Sainz does 111.9. Is lapping 1 second quicker than Norris. So we'll see how this goes on. Here comes back to Verstappen once again on Sergio Perez. He'll get a better exit. This time I assume, yes, he is getting a better exit. Then Sergio Perez is gonna try to dive in around the inside. Will this be the move for Verstappen as they're still alongside wheel-to-wheel combat here? But I think Verstappen will have more grip. Leading through this corner, and yes, he does get past his teammate, but will Perez respond? And he tries to do it around the inside of Verstappen, but is just not enough for him. Shogun Yu still ahead of Russell. Okay. Here comes Lance Stroll though on his teammate Sebastian Vettel, scrapping for the final point here. As Lance Stroll moves up into P10, Sebastian Vettel down in P11. Three more laps remaining, and this will be very interesting now for Verstappen. He's gonna get the overtake on Lewis Hamilton, I assume. Will he get the move done? We'll see. He goes alongside Lewis Hamilton, makes the move around the inside, goes steaming past through Lewis Hamilton. They still hold it alongside, but Verstappen will be very victorious there and takes a position away from Lewis Hamilton. Sainz unfortunately doesn't look like he'll be able to make the move, and look at that, Sergio Perez is ahead of Lewis Hamilton. I didn't see that. Let's look at the replay. Alright, let's look at this. Oh, because he has no DRS. Lewis Hamilton just gets alongside, breaks in from really deep there and makes the move. I think there was some understeer from Lewis Hamilton that caused him the position. But Magnussen is on the podium here. This will be very interesting to see because Zhou Guanyu is still trying to chase down Kevin Magnussen. We'll see if they'll fight for the last podium places. Sainz just can't close the gap to Lando Norris. It's just really tough. He's just lapping 3/10 slower, so I think he's gonna be able to do it. Zhou Guanyu 1:12.3. Kevin Magnussen 1:12.3.8. Now Zhou Guanyu is lapping quicker, so we'll see what they can do with 2 more laps remaining. This will be very interesting to see. We'll see how this goes on. Zhou Guanyu really close to Kevin Magnussen, only 2/10 here. Now they're going to be fighting for their final spot at the podium. Here comes Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. They both have no battery, but they're still fighting it out here, getting really close to one another, but I don't think it will be enough there for Lewis Hamilton. He has the all the way in the back. It's really sad to see. Sainz just can't close the gap, and I think that will be another win there. A bit of lockups there from Lando Norris, but it looks really he's set to win the Grand Prix, and will be another Grand Prix winner this time out. He's now about to go on to his penultimate lap. Yes, now Lando Norris is now on his penultimate lap. Let's look at the other parts here now. Zhou Guanyu will have to get ahead of Kevin Magnussen now. Will he be able to do it though? We'll see. Still fighting here. Yeah, Kevin Magnussen is just really hard to overtake here. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for Zhou Guanyu. It's going to be P4 finish. Regardless, still big points. So I don't see anything to be sad about there. Hamilton will try another try. Hamilton will go have and give it another try to overtake Sergio Perez. He tries to, thinks about it, but just couldn't make it stick. Now, Zhou Guanyu being pressured here by Russell. So we'll see how this plays out, because there's going to be one more lap when the leader crosses the line. Now let's see the graining on the tires. Okay, not much. I think it's more onto the left front. But yeah. Leader's now on his final lap. Zhou Guanyu still in P4. On to the final lap now. We'll see how this goes. Alright, now into the final lap of this brilliant race. Zhou Guanyu gets passed by not Daniel Ricciardo, Russell. But speaking of Daniel Ricciardo, he gets past Zhou Guanyu as well. Zhou Guanyu loses so many places there. Let's look at this. I think he just got a really bad exit there. Yeah, he got a really bad exit there. But let's look at Daniel Ricciardo and how he got it. He has now DRS, although he still made the move. Round the inside, I think Zhou Guanyu wasn't aware of that coming. And yeah, just makes the move stick there. Really brilliant there. Lando Norris now on his final lap and his final tour. Brilliant last overtake there for George Russell and Daniel Ricciardo, who will have made a position on the last lap. But we'll see if Lando Norris... Okay. We'll see if Lewis Hamilton will be able to make a lap. No, not a lap. Overtake on Perez. We'll see. But let's focus on to the main thing about the Grand Prix, as Lando Norris will be victorious once again in Formula 1. Lando Norris wins the Brazilian Grand Prix and takes another win for his career. Back here though is Carlos Sainz, who finishes in P2. Kevin Magnussen into the podium. Brilliant stuff there from Kevin Magnussen and Russell and Ricciardo for overtaking Zhou on the last lap. And of course, a brilliant recovery there from Lando Norris, who of course had a bit of a terrible start to his race because he fell back, I think. But Verstappen is crowned the world champion of the world and is now Max Verstappen, another world champion to his name. Really brilliant stuff. Let's look at Lando Norris. So yeah, let's just look at his race midway. Where was he? But yeah, he was like really at the back foot, like Lando Norris in the middle of the race. But yeah, really sad time for Fernando Alonso, who did not finish today due to a lockup. And brilliant stuff for Max Verstappen. He's now a second time, two-time world champion. And yeah, we'll be looking on to see in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and how that turns out. It'll be just a final race for the constructors. Actually, Red Bull has probably scored more points. No, Carlos Sainz scored more points. So we'll see how that goes on onto the constructors championship. And until next time, see you.